Do every Tuesday, top of the 8, we talk Michigan women's basketball. Normally, that's with Kim Barnes-Rico, but she is in the air at the moment. And filling in for her, great friend of the show as well, Michigan assistant basketball coach Melanie Moore. Mel, good morning.
Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Ira.
It's good to catch up with you and find out about the week that was and the week that will be with the Big Ten tournament upon us, and especially to highlight, boy, you guys had a great haul as far as the all Big Ten conference honors are concerned. But before we get to that, let's get the last game out of the way really quickly. Finish the season at Illinois, dropping that game to the Illini. Shannon finished strong, had 24 points, and Madison 15. But it seemed like Mel, there were a lot of turnovers in that game.
There were, offensively, we just seemed we couldn't get in rhythm. Turnovers, and right from the beginning, Illinois went into their buzz defense, which is just running two people at you constantly, and it took us a while to adjust to just that type of way they were playing from the beginning. So offensively, we just never found our rhythm, which was unfortunate.
So did they do anything special against Aisha in particular? I mean, she was her normal self on the glass, but rarely do you see her score in, single figures.
Yeah, they front on the low block. And like I said, with that buzz defense, they're running two at us, and we tried to throw it up and lob it to her, and we turned it over doing that. So it was just unfortunate that we couldn't get Aisha the ball. But, the good news is it's spring break week. We've had some time to get back in the gym and prepare for state. So.
Right, absolutely. And before you head down there, to take on Michigan State, you had a chance to really celebrate some individual accolades from the regular season. We talked about Saisha in that contest. That was a true aberration for her. She has been a double machine throughout the year, just extremely impressive. And the Big Ten took note, as she was all Big Ten second team for the second straight season.
Yeah, I mean, we were so proud of her, and just it's exciting for our program to have a player back-to-back years be on the second team, and it speaks volumes of just her hard work in the gym, and like you said, a constant double-double for us all season.
And I remember before the season started, you guys were extremely excited about Caitlin and what she could bring to the team, her talent. And she, too, was honored. She's the first Michigan player ever to be the sixth player of the year. So outstanding accomplishment for her as well.
A huge honor for her. I mean, she's been in the gym every day, and even prior to stepping foot on our campus, her dad, Tom, was in the gym with her every day, getting up 1,000 shots and 1,000 makes. And so for her hard work is paying off, and she has to, continue that. But we're just so ecstatic. Sixth man, an all freshman team, honorable mention. Her honors were huge, and what a shooter she is.
Yeah, absolutely. We're talking to Melanie Moore, Michigan assistant basketball coach on the women's basketball side of things. And, you watch Saisha's growth, and I'm looking at the stats, 6 more rebounds, and she beats her own school record for 317 rebounds in the season. The first player ever to have 300-plus rebounds seasons in a career. She just, you talk about a player really blossoming in the second half of her career. She's the poster child for that.
Definitely, and her motor, Sam, makes her so special. And every day she brings it in practice, and it's just unbelievable. And that's exciting that she needs 6 more to pass her own record, which is amazing that she did that in just 2 years. So. We're excited for her.
All right, so Mel, you mentioned it at the start that you guys Big Ten tournament play, picks up on Thursday. You face Michigan State, and this is a team that you've had some success against this year. You beat Michigan State twice, as 74-65 in the first game, and then 72-59 in the second game. So pretty similar as far as being able to get out and win kind of comfortably against the Spartans. Take me back to those contests. What were the ingredients in those victories?
I would have to say just the rebounding and the energy and the focus. You know, we mentioned to you that we track points and stickers and hustle plays, and in both of those games, it came down to that. We were getting the 50-50 balls. We were hustling all over the place. We were just tenacious on the glass, and those are things that are going to be important this third time around as well.
Now, I hate to mention this stat. I have to, Mel. I mean, because it is what it is. But, you know, Michigan has never beaten Michigan State 3 times in the season. Now, I don't care what sport you're in. It's tough to beat a team for a third time. I mean, you know, they know your tendencies. They know your personnel. It's an amazingly difficult thing to do to beat a team 3 times in the season. Well, but when you see them in the third time around, I'm curious, do you change things up, or do you just go back and do the same things that got you the first 2 victories?
I mean, I think you keep a lot of things the same, but you also have to tweak because, you know, we've all played several games since we last played on the 5th, and so they're a hot team right now. They've won 4 out of their last 5. And, you know, we're a little bit different. You know, you maybe are running different things. You're doing different things. So we'll adjust a little bit, but we'll be ready. That's for sure. All
right. So tell us about the Spartans, because I know that's your scout. What do they do well? What makes them a dangerous team?
They are led by 2 all-conference players. First of all, Ariel Powers. She was the first-team all-conference. She's 24 points, 12 rebounds a game. She is a playmaker for them. She's an explosive player, can score at will and in bunches. And then they also have Tori Jankowska on the perimeter, who's just a great shooter. She's averaging 17 points right now in conference, and really has last 4 games has had 21 points, and been kind of their go-to. So we're going to have to contain those 2 players to be successful.
All right. Well, you know, I know you only talk about the next opponent. If you win that game, then you'll face top-seeded Maryland in the quarterfinals. But this is a thing. The Big Ten has been an absolute gauntlet this year. I don't know that, you know, in all the time that we've been, certainly not in the time that we've been following with Coach Rico. This seems like it's the strongest the league has been, and it's been a strong league. So this year more than most is going to be tough, but your team is battle tested, Mel. That's the thing that really strikes me about this season. You've had some really, really tough losses that were very tight games that prepares you for a conference tournament setting.
Exactly, Sam. From top to bottom, no doubt this conference is one of the best in the country. And we know on any given night anybody can beat you, and that's what's so special about it. And exactly, we had a lot of tight games, and we learned from it, and we'll be ready to go. But first we got to, you know, be ready and put all of our focus on beating State.
All right, and folks, that game against Michigan State Thursday, you'll be able to catch it on the Big Ten Network, and it will be 11:30 Central, so 12:30 here, and be sure to root on the Wolverines, and especially if you can make it down there to root on the Wolverines as well. Well, Mel, as always, you know, it's great to catch up with you. Good luck in the Big Ten tournament, and we will catch up with you guys next week.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for your support. Go Blue.